Holy hallelujah, forgive me for sins. My name is Johnny Williams, and I do this in the orders of Holy hallelujah, forgive me for sins, the Holy Cross direction. All amendments active always. Yes, my name is Johnny Williams, 144-58-00 or 0062-A2Z029. Not giving you anything dictionaries of this in any heights. This is always religions. My words and actions are not my bonds. Holy Cross, Holy Water, Holy Bible, Holy Dictionaries. Holy Cross, sorry me for bad, always active. Holy Hallelujah, forgive me for sins. Claiming all amendment rights, all active. Johnny Williams. Talking about Penn Station now. That you want to go and mess up Madison Square Garden and Penn Station. Leave Madison Square Garden where it is. Always leave it where it is. It's Madison Square Garden. Don't change the name. Leave it exactly where it is. How can America benefit from this? How can an American citizen benefit from this? How can I benefit from this? Cut the bullshit. Stop the nonsense. And stop saying that you're going to renovate to spend money or put money into your pocket or whatever the fuck it is. What you need there, instead of that remodeling crap that looks like London, which is the fucking stupidest thing I ever saw in my life, what you need there is the land fill me up. You need a floor. Just hear me out. A floor that gets an entire warehouse chicken coop of 4 cabinet heights chicken rows. You're gonna have more than 10,000 chickens in there when you do it correct. To have the egg menu for the diner that you're gonna put there, so that people can go there to eat. If the chicken produces the egg, how much is the food costing you? Then you're gonna put another floor where you're gonna have the land fill me up. The Chef Boyardee can comes into my company that I'm trying to get the government to help me with, to crush the can, to get the paper, to get the cardboard, to get the plastic, and you're gonna have Chef Boyardee. How much is the Chef Boyardee costing you? The soda cans come in. How much is the soda costing you? The Snapple iced tea, Snapple apple, Snapple drinks come in. How much is a Snapple drink costing you? The milk cartons and the milk crates come in. How much is the milk costing you? That's why you're gonna need a cafeteria of more than 1 floor, or if possible 1 floor or more than 1 floor, for the people to go in, eat, and leave. Then you're gonna need an entire floor, not just a spot in the corner, an entire floor to be a bathroom. The thing is that when you do the bathroom, you're gonna put a shower in it, and then you're gonna have a toilet, a sink, and a shower. A good area space, probably 10 by 10 or something like that, I don't know. A good area space to use the bathroom, take a shower, and come out clean. When you show that crap in the news that looks like London, all that area, all that space where there's absolutely nothing but saying you're not gonna get anything out of this, it's when I tell you, fuck you. Go and see what it is to see each floor produce for the American people to receive. Landfill Me Up is a company that will fill you up to come and get some later. So when you think you know what you're doing or whatever, understand that all that area and all that space is a fucking joke, waste of time to make look like that. Leave Madison Square Garden where it is and let it be. All you need to do is set up Landfill Me Up. You set it up each floor like a factory and warehouse, and you do it correct, and you will have food day and night. That is a benefit you need at New Penn. Not a bullshit that will making you lose Madison Square Garden, that will making you lose area, that will making you lose nouns. Holy hallelujah, forgive me for sins. So cut the nonsense and understand that everything is going in directions of the Holy Cross. In God we trust, Holy Cross we trust. So I mean, if you could, I'm telling you, the Landfill Me Up is what you need. Factory division to constantly have New Penn produce food for the people, bathroom for the people, drinks for the people, and America keeps becoming strong again. Don't waste my time that you want to knock buildings down to have an empty lot. Is a waste of time. Go over there and say that Madison Square Garden stays where it's at, and in areas where you can put more than one floor for the Landfill Me Up, for the people to go and get some food and eat. Yes, my two accounts, the 5 or 10 cents per can and the bundle buildup. I'm still making money for myself. Don't ask me for money. And the money that I profit, I use to reinforce. Not that the company or the government is gonna keep putting money, because once Landfill Me Up starts in New Penn, money starts coming in. I do it a certain way. Money starts coming in, and from that money coming in is when you start making money to build. So basically, the first step that I would tell you to do, don't forget the ice factory for the water. The first step I would tell you to do for a New Penn, so that amount of money is not spent, is to set up the Landfill Me Up. Of course, owner Johnny Williams, 144-58-0062, 144-58-000062. American Bank for the two accounts is the only owner and profiter. The money starts coming in because when I start, let's say that I just started the company right now today, right? And The warehouse is ready. The floor that it is ready at New Penn. And the only investment was the reinforced recycling machine that I always asked for. A 150-ton fast crushing machine. The way that I asked for it. And even though I'm not gonna be an employee there, and I'm gonna go to work there, and no money, no profit has been made yet in anything. Okay, I want you to understand that I'm in the negatives with the machine and the inventory that's there. I want you to understand that. When the foundation has been set up by the government, that the reverse recycling machine is there for me to start making money and to start having food, because I want the food to come in. I want you to understand that is in simplest form that I'm going to explain it, okay? Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to work. Ready? The cardboard gets put on the side for the cardboard bundle build-up so I can make my money. Okay? I told you I'm sick. I'm catching my breath. 5 to 10 cents per can on the reverse. On the reverse recycling machine. So in simplest form, I just made 10 cents. My first profit is 10 cents. Even though the cardboard was put on the side, because I get a certain amount on that bundle. 10 cents because I deposited it in the reverse recycling machine. I got my 10 cents, which is noted by the accountant there. Okay? And now the bundle buildup starts with my first can. So I made 10 cents. And I'm waiting for my bundle to build up 2,000 to 10,000 pounds. Okay, now I go to my next can, Chef Boyardee can, which is supposed to be a different reverse recycling machine because of the different types of cans that this is. This is a reinforced can. This is a regular can. And I thank Chef Boyardee for making them like this. So I go to that machine, I get 10 cents for that machine. Okay, and now my bundle started building up with this type of can on the second reverse recycling machine. Mind you, I'm most likely gonna be set up in one reverse recycling machine for one type of can. Okay, I made 10 cents so far. 10 cents profited so far. The bundle started building up. And remember, I'm in the negatives. Poland spring water, plastic. Okay, got plastic and plastic, 2 different plastics. So most likely this is going to a different plastic reverse recycling machine or a bucket or something for a reverse recycling machine. 10 cents. So I made 30 cents once I deposit this after I empty out the water. And the bundle buildup starts with this plastic. So I got 3 bundle buildups, this reinforced can, this aluminum can, and this plastic bottle. I got 3 bundle buildups going for me, and I got 30 cents positive Even though I'm in the negatives, I got to get out the negatives. I got 30 cents right there. Because I deposit the Chef Boyardee in a bucket, like neighbors, partners, or used that they went for 40 years, you know, that the way they do it. Or I just deposit it in a bucket so that the other employee can take it and put it in a plate like neighbors, partners do. I empty out the drink, I empty out the water, and I got my 30 cents. I got my 30 cents profit and my 3 bundle buildups. You understand that at New Penn, they set up the simple warehouse, factory, landfill me up. And I just started working and I made 30 cents profit. Now, imagine me constantly 24 hours, 7 days a week, different shifts, like 4-hour shifts per person or 8 hours or 6 hours. I prefer 4 to give people, to give more people a chance to work and make some money, minimum wage, like they do with UPS and all that. So, you know, so you can have an opportunity to make money. I want you to keep remembering that I made a 30 cents profit. The more I deposit the can, is 10 cents per can, right? For every can I deposit, 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents. Plastic, 10 cents, 10 cents. Even though I believe it's 5 cents. I believe it's 5 cents. So it's 15 cents. But I'm saying 10 cents. Because I want my reverse recycling machines to give me 10 cents back for each. While my bundles are building up. I made 30 cents. Now when I have an entire warehouse, an entire floor filled up with this food inventory that I gotta empty out 24 hours, 7 days a week, every day. I want you to understand that these deliveries are going to be coming in every day. And I'm constantly emptying out with the employees the food to put them in an area before I throw it out, the way the news are telling me to. And recycling, I get my 10 cents from each reverse recycling machine for each product. Plastic bottle, a regular can, and a reinforced can. And then the bundle keeps building up to 2,000 to 10,000 pounds, so I can take it to the landfill to get my money at the end of the month from the landfill. I want you to understand that I won't be in the negatives past the day. By the end of the month, I should be at a regular height, because if I'm working the machine 24 hours, 7 days a week, at a regular, correct, normal speed, and I'm constantly emptying out the can, and I get 10 cents per can, that means that I'm making a certain amount per bundle on the cans, and on the 10 cents cans that I get, because it's going to be a certain amount that's going to give me the 2,000 pounds, let alone making it up to 10,000 pounds. It's going to be a certain number. And then the 2,000 to 10,000 pounds that goes to the landfill. So, mind you, there's a flat rate for the bundle from 2,000 pounds to 10,000 pounds that I'm going to get from the landfill at the end of the month. So, if I would have done the exercise twice, instead of having 30 cents, I would have had 60 cents. It's that simple. I would have just made, right now, 60 cents. 3, 6, 9, $1.20. That's within 2 to 4 minutes. I would have made $1.20. $1.50. $1.50 within 2 to 5 minutes. And I just keep doing it at the same speed. So don't waste my time telling me you're gonna knock down Madison Square Garden where it won't exist anymore, when that's needed there, and the QQ license plates prove that shouldn't even be touched there. You know, because I think you wasted my time moving Yankee Stadium to another spot instead of just leaving it there and refurbishing it. So I'm doing this in the Holy Cross direction. Holy Hallelujah, forgive me for sins. Remember, this is an N.D.A. non-disclosure agreement. And then I'm doing what I'm doing with the land. Fill me up in a church Holy Cross way, not Catholic, but in a Holy Cross Directions way. So make sure you understand. You know, don't waste my time telling me you're gonna knock down New Penn Station in Madison Square Garden so it doesn't exist when it's a waste of fucking time. You need Madison Square Garden there, but for real, you need that there for sports and all that. And you need New Penn to start doing what it is. You could even make a floor there for a homeless shelter, which is something I can't believe does not exist. An entire floor for homeless shelter. You believe that? A floor for homeless shelter, floor for cargo holding. That's my business. N.D.A. non-disclosure agreement. Lost and found cargo holding, like a locker. You know, they hold your cargo, they hold your clothes, your suitcases and briefcases. Cheap rates. And you know, like you just don't waste my time. Make America great again. Holy hallelujah, forgive me for sins. Let's keep trusting in the Holy Cross. Like the American flag says, all your amendments active. Confederate flag says it, all your amendments active. Trust in your amendments. First Amendment religion, if that's what it is, First Amendment religion. The Holy Cross declares that I can use the Confederate flag and the regular flag as the Holy Cross Amendment to make sure my religion is active. Holy hallelujah, forgive me for sins. So I'm using this right here, my flag, my design, which is not finished yet, because this is my church logo that I haven't finished yet. This is my Holy Cross church logo. And I'm telling you, the Holy Cross is the only way. When you talk to me, you're talking to the Holy Cross. The active Holy Cross. Make sure you understand it's the active Holy Cross. The Holy Cross after the sacrifice. After. And, you know, you could even put a rink up there. You could put a rink on New Penn. Even on the bus terminal, on top of the bus terminal, you can do a few things there. A few floors. Set up homeless shelters. Police precincts. Ice rink. Skating rink. That lost and found luggage holder, coat rack holder. N.D.A. non-disclosure agreement. I would have made probably $3 by now. I'm looking for the 35 can, not the 12. It has to hold 35 cans. Not in this type of box, but it looks like this. It looks like this. Like the cardboard is about this big, about like this, and it has 35 cans in it, and then the plastic holding it. That's why I tell you that the cardboard and the plastic get recycled over there, and 35 cans get recycled over there. Now, how quick do you think I would have done the 35 cans? 35 cans times 10 cents is most likely like $3.50. I could be wrong. I'm gonna check. $3.50, 35 cans. This at New Penn. Now, mind you, this is before starting to invest in that stupid project that looks like London. Okay? But stupid. We're in America, people. We don't need that train connection to London, which is a fucking joke and a waste of time. We need that train to go from Maine, from Canada, down Maine, down Vermont, all the way down towards Florida to make a right, past Texas, make past California, make a right, all the way up Washington and all that to Canada. 35 cans times 10 cents, $3.50. I would have made $3.50. Could you imagine the government using my church, my warehouse church, the Holy Cross, for me to make my money, and the amount that I give to the government besides the taxes? That they're not gonna charge me taxes because it's a church. I said I want to give an amount to the government to aid the government and becoming strong again, especially in welfare. $100 is not gonna cut it. $100 a month is not cutting it. And to make the health plan stronger, because I have a plan, and I'm telling you, if it works, the government will benefit hard. I really do want the government to, not to take all my money, what are you, fucking crazy or stupid, but to understand me. When they understand me, there's a profit that I'm making while I'm not being charged taxes and constantly putting money in the government so that the government can be strong again. But don't knock down Madison Square Garden. If I ever get my company and I become strong in my company, I'll put Madison Square Garden back. I'll put the original Penn Station back. I'll put the original trains back before they were changed in Hoboken and in New York City. The trains of the 1980s, I'll put them back so I could sit there and see the train tracks doing what they do when the driver takes off. So I don't know what else to tell you, but don't put casinos, which is a waste of fucking time, and don't change New Penn like that, or Madison Square Garden. You need the people to receive positively, to continue going forward, receiving food, receiving bathroom to clean, to use the bathroom and clean oneself. That's positive that the people receive for themselves, so that they can gain and prosper and be clean. Now they don't have to worry about being hungry, being cold, or being disrespected. Like I said, Confederate flag, American flag, alphabetical order. Amendments active, claiming all amendments. So don't forget that when I say Confederate flag, we the people, hollers costs, gritos cuestan. White paper, black ink, hollers costs. I gotta be heard, and when I plead the fifth, I'm not gonna say. Yo quiero que ustedes sepan que yo no creo que el gobierno debe de dañar New Penn o Madison Square Garden. Madison Square Garden se debe de quedar donde está, y New Penn debe de ser arreglado correcto. Pero lo que yo dije es que con mi compañía, porque ellos quieren gastar dinero otra vez para hacer lo que ellos quieren para ellos. Yo estoy diciendo, paren la pendeja y pongan mi compañía para que yo pueda ganar dinero para mí y hacer lo que es. Cuando ellos ponen la compañía, porque yo quiero que el gobierno me ayude, que ponga la compañía en lo que yo no pago nada, porque yo no tengo dinero para hacer lo que es las máquinas cuestan. Yo le dije que la comida llega para la gente, pero por cada lata y cada botella 10 centavos, ¿verdad? Cuando yo vacío la comida está ahí, como yo he explicado en mi otro video. y después cada lata me da 10 centavos. Porque el reverse recycling machine da 5 centavos. Yo estoy diciendo que pongan 10 centavos para mi máquina, para yo ganarme 10 centavos para cada máquina, de cada lata, cada botella y cada producto. Y después el bundle build yo también seguí ganándome en las 2,000 o 10,000 libras acumulación para hacer lo que es. En lo que yo hago lo que eres con las 2 cuentas, en vez de estar gastando dinero como los idiotas de Nueva York y el gobierno quieren, que ellos quieren gastar dinero y no quieren que la gente beneficie. La razón que yo digo idiota, la gente tiene que ganar, la gente tiene que prosperar, la gente tiene que recibir, ¿verdad? Con el landfill meal, la gente recibe comida, la gente recibe baño. Porque yo le dije que pongan un piso de landfill meal para que la inventoria haga lo que quiere para la gente. Después que pongan otro piso de baño con lucha para que la gente se pueda bañar también y no quedarse como un idiota con su hoyo de su culo sucio. Después le dije que pongan otro piso, homeless shelter, donde donde la gente puede sentarse y después dormir a la hora que es. Pero es un sistema, tú vas a ver mesa primero y después cuando cierran la mesa y la silla la cierran porque se doblan, ponen la cama al piso y se cuentan al piso ahí. En vez de tener pendejado, estupidez. Yo también le dije que pusiera un piso de gallo de cuatro cabinas de gabinete alto para que pongan más de 10,000 gallos a tirar, para que la gente se pinten en blanco y caminen por ahí para que los gallos se puedan tirar huevos, porque cuando la gente se visten en blanco o los gallos blancos, los rusos blancos están ahí, van a tirar huevos todo lo que da te van a tirar esos huevos. Es nada más vestirte en blanco todo lo que da y van a tirar todos esos huevos todo lo que da. Cuando tiran todos esos huevos, en el lado que es, tú tienes un sistema como un diner o como hacen en el mall, y ahí van y ordenan comida para comer. El menú de los huevos, el menú de los huevos es como yo le digo en inglés, el menú de los huevos. Cuando tienen ese menú de los huevos ahí, 2 eggs sunny side up, 2 revolteados, ¿usted me entiende? Eso es comida todos los días de esos gallos, en lo que dan la comida a los gallos comer. Los gallos producen los huevos para que se pueda tener otro piso de comer. Usted está mirando un piso de shelter, un piso también. Yo estoy haciendo esto en la cruz y esto es un non-disclosure agreement. No doy nada de mi negocio. Estoy haciendo también que se entienda que un piso de guardar mercancía como las maletas, las ropas, usted sabe, por el día o por storage, es lo que es otro piso que yo también puse hoy mismo. Es lo que estoy diciendo, que en vez de gastar millones, que el gobierno está aflojando millones, pónganla en fill me up, hacer lo que es para yo tener mi dinero. Cuando yo tengo mi dinero, saco de ahí para que el gobierno empiece a tener los millones para producir. La cosa es que yo te estoy diciendo que yo lo voy a comprar para mí. Yo voy a hacer lo que es para mí. Yo voy a estar ahí. Yo sé que a mi negocio un día de esto va a llegar. Pero no me digas que tú me vas a quitar Madison Square Garden. No me digas que tú me vas a quitar New Penn. No me digas que tú me vas a quitar Train. Porque todo eso va a llegar a su tiempo. Y por eso estoy diciendo al gobierno que por favor me ayude. Porque si tiro 35 latas, me gano 3.50 en el reverse recycling machine con 10 centavos. Después tengo 35 latas acumuladas ahí, aplatadas y todo, para el bundle build-up, para llevarlo para el landfill. Un día de esto el gobierno me va a entender y va a entender, me va a entender y van a entender que es entender, producir, tener fundación. Porque ¿para qué hacer lo que es sin correcto dinero aumento? Pero no sé si ustedes me entendieron. Pero recuérdense, la bandera confeti que le da a ustedes los mandamientos en religión, palabra, privación, privado y una cuanta cosa más. Es la bandera de las 13 estrellas de conferi. Después tienen la otra bandera, América, de las 50 estrellas. La primera bandera fue la de conferi, la 13. Después la América 50. So, sigan ahí que ustedes van bien. Pero recuérdense, las dos banderas son bien importantes. Búscala en el internet. Bandera confederación. Cuando ustedes entiendan bandera confederación, bandera confederate, ustedes van a entender. Sigan, que Dios los bendiga a todos. Dirección de la cruz. Gritos cuestan. Papel blanco, tinta negra, gritos cuestan. A que Manuel resulta mucho también. Suenen la campana y recuérdense, soy un cristiano y que Dios los bendiga. La Fill Me Up es lo que se necesita para tener comida fuerte, gratis todos los días. No sé qué más decirle. Pero no haga caso a pendejado, estupidez. Que Dios los bendiga a todos. Ya mismo llego a terminar esto. Me está cogiendo tiempo, pero ya mismo llego a terminar. Recuérdense, dirección de la cruz a la iglesia es lo que es la enfermedad, ¿ok?